Now, speaking of that SEC championship game, I want to hit on this real quick because, hey, again, we got this SEC championship game. It should be one hell of a game. Everybody and their mother, I think, is going to be picking Georgia unless you're a diehard Alabama fan. Well, one account here on Twitter, I recommend everybody follow it. I'm going to throw up his graphic here in a minute, but he goes by Stats O War. Guy's name is Parker. He runs a website, CFB Graphs. I discovered him this season, and he does a really good job with all he's doing. He has a computer model. These are not opinions. These are number-based systems, and he creates graphics for projecting winners of college football games. Does a really good job. Again, that's cfbgraphs.com, and his Twitter handle, StatsOWar. Go follow Parker there. But he put out a graphic. I'll throw it up on the screen here. Projected winner of the SEC championship game? Alabama. Ooh, boy. And when I threw that out there, everybody, there were some hurt Bulldogs who, hell, just because, data analysis says, and it's not like he was saying they're going to get whooped by any means. Here's what it says. As I'm pulling it up here, but you can see it on the screen there. According to his numbers, Alabama has a 50.6% chance of winning this game. So barely over 50, and Georgia 49.39%. So, hey, we're talking the slimmest of slim margins, but the fact that projected points for Alabama 33.8, whereas Georgia 33.6. Again, the slimmest of slimmest margins. I mean, the real takeaway here is basically Parker saying this is going to be a toss-up game, any way you slice it. Now, how can he come to this conclusion, given that Alabama's banged up, they've not been playing that well, Georgia's getting healthy, they're running through everybody. Again, this is a computer model. This is not, I don't think it can equate, who's banged up and things of that nature going into a game. But Parker put out a video explaining his model, and I thought it was pretty valuable, so go check that out as well. But, simply put, if you can look at the model here as on the YouTube page, if you're just listening to this, basically Georgia, as you'd expect, across the board, they have the advantage when they're on defense and Alabama's on offense, of course. And that's just a factor of Georgia's defense being so special. But when Georgia's on offense and Alabama's on defense, Alabama's got some advantages in this game. And the key advantage, according to this model, is the fact that Georgia runs so often on early downs, and Alabama is really, really good at stopping the run and limiting explosive plays on the ground. So what's the takeaway there? The takeaway is Todd Monken has got to go to the air, particularly on first down, based on these numbers, to have success against Alabama's defense. Will Georgia be able to break their tendency, throw on first down, stay ahead of the chains, and have success on Alabama? That's going to be a key to the game. Georgia's passing efficiency is elite. They have a lot of success when they go to the air, while Alabama not as good defending the pass as they are the run. So again, this sets up well for Georgia if Stetson Bennett and Todd Monken can draw up some plays on early downs to have success against Alabama in Atlanta. That's going to be critical. Now, again, this graph is not saying Alabama's going to beat the hell out of Georgia. They're basically saying it's a toss-up game, but Georgia struggles on third downs on offense, and Alabama, again, very, very good at stopping teams on third down. So that, again, that's an advantage to Alabama. So if Georgia cannot have success on those early downs, if they continue to stick to the run game and they do not have explosive runs, they're going to get in third and long, and that's going to favor Alabama. So again, that's a matchup. You got to hope that if you're a Georgia fan, Stetson Bennett can connect with his receivers and tight ends and running backs on first down and have success. That really is going to be key to this game. Now, like I said, Georgia is elite on defense. We know that. But they should have an advantage basically anytime Alabama has the football. And that is particularly the case when Alabama struggles. Alabama does not have much success running the ball, particularly right now with the struggles on their offensive line. Alabama's having a lot of success through the passing game, but where do they struggle? In the red zone. We saw it against A&M. We saw it against LSU. We saw it against Arkansas. We saw it against Tennessee. Turnovers in the red zone. Bryce Young making mistakes. Can Georgia force them to do the same? Alabama's very, very efficient passing the ball, according to these numbers, while, again, Georgia runs the football a lot, but is not overly efficient at doing so. So, got to get to the air early. That's the key takeaway, and that is going to be something to watch in this SEC championship. We'll have to find out how often they go to the air, or maybe if Kirby and company, they sit here and say, hey, we've been having so much success going to the we've having so much success on offense. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. I think that would be a recipe for potential disaster here in Atlanta, and that's basically what these numbers are saying. So if Georgia doesn't mix it up, they try to do what they've been doing all season long, they're going to find themselves in a ball game, in a 50-50 type game, even though they are nearly a touchdown favorite here in Atlanta.